Okay, I'm sorry that I'm having to make videos like this again, but I'm really tired, and I'm not really looking forward to to what's gonna happen tomorrow. And but anyway, week 8 started with the Buccaneers losing to the Baltimore Ravens. Why the fuck did I take the Bucks? I'm fucking retarded, I guess. Anyway, time for the rest of your picks. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. And it starts with Sunday morning football exclusively on ESPN Plus. It's the royal cream of the crap game in at Wembley Stadium, featuring the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now all of this talk is about, will the Broncos trade Bradley Chubb, Jerry Jeudy, and or KJ Hamler? Or and will the if the Broncos lose this game, and will they also fire Nathaniel Hackett? Again, if the Broncos lose this game, I can answer the second one question for you. No, that's not. Even if Denver loses this game, they're not going to fire Nathaniel Hackett. I know that's what sports media wants. And don't get me wrong, nobody's saying that Nathaniel Hackett's a great coach, but there's like bigger issues than it goes beyond bigger issues. And I'm not saying that Nathaniel Hackett won't be fired by season's end, unfortunately. And no, this is not what I want either. But this is kind of ridiculous in that regard to assume that the Broncos are going to fire Nathaniel Hackett if they don't win in London. The first question, that's a good question I cannot answer, sir. I mean, Bradley Chubb. But anyway, enough about that shit. And as far as Jacksonville goes, wow, they almost lost. They almost beat the Giants, but you know how I feel about almost beating a team. Jaguars almost win a lot of games. Same with the Broncos. And they just traded away their star running back Robinson for peanuts. I get it. It's not realistic to trade a running back in exchange for a first round pick, but I think Jacksonville could have done a little bit better than a sixth round pick. With that being said, however, I'm going to take Jacksonville because Jacksonville, in my opinion, is better than the Denver Broncos. Although it wouldn't shock me to see the Broncos win it all. I just don't see that happening. Anyway, next up. Oh God. Winner of this game gets first place in the NFC South. Actually, I take that back. If the Falcons win, they still tied the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If the Panthers beat the Falcons, however, no, my mistake. No, this is for first place in the NFC South. I got it backwards. I apologize for that. And I'll just take the Carolina Panthers because I don't trust Atlanta farther than I can throw them. Although I am shocked that they're actually playing good football at home for a change. seeing how that's been a bit of a problem the past few years. All right, Bears going on the road to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Wow, Chicago. So Belichick did not get surpass the legendary George Halas yet. Okay. Um, and the Cowboys struggled to defeat the Lions. Dak Prescott struggled up until the fourth quarter against a lowly Lions defense that was ranked dead last in defense. I mean, that to me is a cause for concern. Go ahead and take the yeah. Go ahead and take the. Go ahead. I'm going for it. I'm taking the Dallas. I'm taking the Chicago Bears. Excuse the fuck out of me to beat the Dallas Cowboys because the running game doesn't really scare me at all, and Ezekiel Elliott is not playing tomorrow. So that's all I've got to say about that. Um, Dolphins going on the road to take on the the Detroit Lions. Uh, Tua did not play well, but I'm just going to chalk that one off as rust for the time being. And the excuses people are saying are making is that Tua threw five almost interceptions or four almost interceptions, whatever those are. So funny, I seem to recall that in against the I seem to recall the Bills Dolphins game earlier in the year. Josh Allen threw five almost interceptions. I seem to recall something like that. And this is get so give me a fucking break. Take the Dolphins to defeat the Detroit Lions. They should have an easier time against them. Unlike Dallas, they still won, but who cares? Um, Cardinals going on the road to take on the Minnesota Vikings. This should actually be a decent game for. It should actually be a good game. I think the Cardinals will give the Vikings problems early on, but ultimately the Vikings will win. Next up, Raiders going on the road to take on the New Orleans Saints. Saints are a little bit banged up right now, so Raiders, end of story, moving on. Patriots going on the road to take on the New York Jets. And the Jets just acquired Robinson off of the trade against the against the Jaguars for peanuts. So yeah, this is this is not the same old Jets. And the Patriots are kind of having some problems right now, especially at the quarterback position. Then again, the Jets quarterback situation still isn't great. But I believe the Jets will ultimately have the better defense. So take the Jets, I guess, to defeat. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take the Patriots. Yeah, take the Patriots to win. All right, Steelers going on the road to take on the 6-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Last time these two teams met was only a couple of years ago, where the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Eagles, and ultimately normally I should say, when these two teams together, it's usually the home team that wins. I'm going to continue with that trend. Take the Eagles to defeat the Steelers this time around. Titans going on the road to take on the Houston Texans, and Ryan Tannehill is officially out for this game. So starting at quarterback is Malik Willis. This is an intriguing situation because some draft experts from National Sports Media and the YouTube Sports Breakfast Club had Malik Willis as a top 9 pick or whatever the fuck, and he didn't even get drafted until the third round. and it'll and the Texans, well, they're still the Texans. Take with that being said, however, take the Houston Texans to defeat the Tennessee Titans. I mean, the Titans overall have better talent, but but it but I'm not necessarily big on rookie quarterbacks making their first NFL start. But it is late. But it is late in the season, so who knows? All right, continuing with the late afternoon games, you got the Commanders going on the road to take on the Indianapolis Colts, and yes, it is official. Matt Ryan has been officially benched, and he's most likely his career is most likely over. Their starting quarterback is Sam Ehlinger, where however you pronounce his name. I apologize for fucking it up. And the Commanders get back-to-back lucky fluke bullshit victories. Well, not really lucky fluke bullshit victories. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the NFC North kind of sucks. The Packers kind of suck right now. I would say it's unfortunate, but I'm not a Packer fan, so meh. This is a tough game for me to pick. Neither team wants to neither team wants to make up their minds on if they're good or if they're bad. So but with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take the Colts to win this game. You know, I'm not going to say it's going to be the turnaround for the Colts. They still have some issues to address, like whether or not Frank Reich is still the guy at the head coaching position. All right, 49ers going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Last time these two teams met was on ESPN Primetime Football Monday, where the Rams actually lost to the 49ers. And I'll tell you what, and I'm going to take the 49ers to win this one too. I know that the 49ers lost to the Rams in the championship game last year, but other than that championship game, the Niners have had the Rams number as of late. That will continue. Giants going on the road to take on the Seattle Seahawks. First place Seattle Seahawks without Russell Wilson. And I know I've been picking against the Giants an awful lot. I know they just traded their top not their top receiver, but their first round pick from a year ago because of the previous regime that drafted him. That's no longer available, and the Seahawks, very impressive victory against the Chargers. They just exposed Justin Herbert for what he really is. Oh, you mean he's injured? No, he's overrated as fuck. That's what that shit is. Okay. You're welcome, Giants fans, but take the Seahawks to defeat the Giants. All right, Sunday Night Football. Packers going on the road to take on the Buffalo Bills. Oh man, man, I do not want to count Rodgers out at all. But like I said earlier, this Packers team is really bad right now. Now, their offense is horrible. I understand Buffalo's banged up defensively, but the Packers offense does not scare me at all right now. And I hate to say that. I do hate to say that about Aaron Rodgers, but Of course, he might be done too. The problem with the Packers is that they're not running the football. Got and Buffalo and meanwhile for the Buffalo Bills, they just got off their bye week. So they should be rested for this game. Hopefully it's not too soon of a bye week cuz I got Buffalo to win this game. And last up on Halloween night, Bengals going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. The Bengals got done getting a victory over. Sorry for the noise. Who they beat last week? Sorry about that, guy. Sorry about that. Oh, that's right. They beat the lowly Falcons. Yeah. Although although the Falcons have a chance at first place tomorrow after the Buccaneers lost to the Ravens. And the Browns also got done losing to the Ravens last week in very painful fashion. Just another typical Browns loss. Um, this is probably most likely going to be one of the rare times I take Cleveland. But go ahead, Linda. You know what? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and take the Cleveland Browns. I don't think Cincinnati is as good as people think they are right now. They still have some but okay they beat the Falcons. Great, hooray! But anyway, that's it. That's all. Till next time. Later, fuckers.